Buds, welcome back to Mad Apples and welcome to the newest reaction of Jojo's. On this episode, we continue the confrontation of the Ice Mage from World of Warcraft. Is he kind of weird and annoying? Yeah, but he's pretty strong. I think he's pretty good. But we just drove off into a ravine, so we'll see how that relationship works with his ice abilities. Anyway, let's get into it. Hey, how's it going? Check out this thing, greatly appreciate it. We're on push to 100K, so if you like the content, consider subscribing. Consider sharing it with your grandma. Consider sharing it with another JoJo fan. Consider anything. I don't know, whatever you want to. I just appreciate people liking the content, so if you like it, consider supporting it in any capacity. Liking, commenting, whatever it may be. Anyway, let's wrap up this fight, huh? Oh, he's beating the living shit out of this guy. Oh my god. I was a little nervous at first. Once we landed in the water, I was like, you know what? Actually, this can go really horribly wrong, depending on how the relationship works with this ice, right? Because, like, we can almost, like, die of hypothermia, like, almost instantly at this point. But if we're fucking destroying the shit out of him, and if the stand counts as like a little Power Ranger outfit, we could basically just beat the shit out of him while we just get out of the car, swim to shore, and he'll just stay in the water. Bah, bah. You know what I mean? Just leaning into him. Or not. Okay. All right. Okay. We lost a hand again. It always makes me nervous because, like, I think we got a little bit spoiled with Josuke, and I like being able to bring our limbs back. But every time we lose like a little chunk of our throat or an eyeball, I guess we just been taking, like, you just take a rock and like, all right, this is now my new hand. I guess it checks out. I guess that's fair. I thought he would have a little bit more focus with like where he can freeze things, but I guess it's just like he locks in and he just freezes everything around him. So yeah, technically there's a lot more to freeze. It's a great point. It's a great point. Wait, why does it look like this? Oh wait, because that's the because that's the skin that's left over. I don't know why I thought this shot was him like looking at his hand like this, and I'm like, why does it look like this? That's that's the bottom of his hand. Oh fuck. Dude, it's no joke, man. It's not what I want to see at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to think of something else he can grow that would be helpful against ice. Penguins, walrus, an orca? An orca could be pretty good, you know, because you can like punch the car, turn it into a fucking whale, and that whale will drag this guy fucking far away, and then we're fine. What's the plan here? There is no fucking way you made a snowboard out of grass? I've been watching quite a bit of JoJo's, and I've never seen anything like this in JoJo's. Or like, I don't even know how this is associated. Is this kind of like the idea of like, you ever see those ice sleds that like you get like a big ice cube and you ride down like a big grassy hill? Is this like the opposite of that, where you get a big grass block and you ride it on an icy hill? Damn, dude. You better go in there and fucking help him. I think. I don't know what we do here. That's just like, it's White Album is just such a defensive stand. You know, like the fact that like he could be anywhere around it and just like, it's just annoying. You know, it's like you can come attack from the back, but he's also got that fucking breeze coming in from the south side. What the fuck just beats ice? We already tried to beat the shit out of him and it still didn't really work for us. Do we just drown him? No, because then he would probably do better, like get himself in a cryo chamber kind of thing. Oh my god. Can't even send this bitch to space. Oh my god, such a pain in the ass, dude. You could stop the whole ocean if you wanted. That's what you said? So why the fuck are you why are you trying to be a gangsta like this? If you can freeze the entire ocean, I would put a fucking ice layer or some giant boat I would live on in the middle of the ocean where if you want me to unfreeze it, you need to bribe me. You need to send me some fucking money. All right, that's how I would do that shit. You don't need the mobs in Italy. You can control the entire fucking planet if you can freeze the entire ocean. Okay? You're thinking too small, my dude. Mister! I'm so sick of this guy. Okay. Okay. That's fair. So you're just gonna shoot him with a bunch of car parts, or are you just gonna fucking load into this drill at this point now? You know, it can work. It's not super effective, but I guess it can be. It's the best thing we got right now, maybe. Dude, how many fucking bullets you got up there? And also, how do you make them fall perfectly every time? Or do like the little guys like kind of load it in once you like kind of, I don't know, like it's a cute idea, but there's no way they come out that easy. They'd be falling out all the time. I guess it makes sense for having that helmet, but like there's got to be a better way to do this. You know, even just in your sleeves or something, it's like, whew, you flick the wrist and they fly out into the gun or some shit. For some reason, I think the other team would be better against this. It's not that like he counters us, but he's just annoying for the build that we have. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. But like Bruno, I think like once he like this dude encompasses himself in the fucking ice, Bruno can just like unzip the ice and punch this dude square in the fucking throat. Yeah, you know what? And even then, like Narancia could like fucking like bullets work decently well. They're a little unaffected, but like Narancia's like he's got a fuck ton more bullets and got some bombs in that shit. And then Abriachato, whatever the fuck you can pronounce his name. I'm still unsure about how well he can use his like. Well, he could probably use it well. I'm just like I don't know the full creative portion of the fighting part of his stand. You know, I don't know if he can rewind him out of that fucking thing and then punch him, or what the case may be. That one's a little bit more weird to me, but at least the other two guys I think would have been a better suit for this fight. Number one, number two. I know it's anticlimactic on purpose. It's just the two fucking fish floating up is... Man, they were just living their best life, dude. That's fucking crazy, but that's also not quite how Ricochet works. You know, I like a few bounces, sure, but that thing's gotta lose momentum relatively fast. Why does it also look like a fucking cross is coming around? Is he gonna ricochet that thing back? Because that is... I mean, his ability is just fucking stupid. It is so good. Stupid as a good thing this time. It is very, very. I want to kill this guy. I need this guy to be fucking buried in the ground by the end of this episode because I can't. Can't think of a good way to get rid of him, at least right now. Oh, also, real quick, actually, if I was Mista, which in a fan art I am, thank you so much for that. I would always at least have one of those little guys on me, if not two. And then what you could do is if a bullet does come back like that, they can kick it back towards him. You know, we could play fucking Pong with that shit. But like, weren't like four of them like floating around him or something like that? Like, are they just like waiting for a command? Get to fucking work. Kick that shit back in that direction. Why the fuck are you looking right now? Finish your fucking... See, this is the thing. You could have walked over to Mista and be like, freeze. Act 3, freeze. You know? And fucking froze that guy into the ground. But no, you're looking in a fucking trash can for this shit. Damn, dude. See, this is what I talk about. Sure. Oh, do we get to see the stats now? Wow. I mean, yeah, technically. I still don't get the point of why you have cat ears and a little, like, pug tail, but we take those. Power A, durability A is quite the fucking roster. You know? I'm surprised speed is at C. I feel like it deserves more of a B if you can, like, catch up to a fucking car. I feel like car speed is B. Anything faster than that, I feel like would be an A. Potential E, sure. Precision E, yeah, it's like a mist. You know, it's ice air. But, like, technically it's... You can't really choose what you attack. It's just everything around you. But, like, I don't know. It's technically not precise. Range C, yeah, it's a little cone of cold, right? Durability A, nothing can get through her. Power is just... Damn. Honestly, like, it's always interesting to see because, like, sometimes some of these stands do lack a lot of other, like, attributes, but this one is still pretty decently balanced, you know? Like, this is still a very strong character, even having 2 E's, 2 C's, and only 2 A's, you know? If you think about, like, any of the JoJo stands, like, they're, like, almost A all the way around, and they still have trouble with these 2 guys that, like, specialize in one thing or another. Sure.
正当防衛は認められず、禁錮刑15年から30年の判決を宣告された。
That is fucked, because that girl was getting destroyed. She was getting, like, punched by 3 men in the backseat of a car. We're gonna leave it at that. And he came over and he walked through a bunch of bullets. They probably killed more people in the fucking crossfire than he did in that encounter. And he gets 15 to 30?
ああ、事件の報道を見てお前は正当防衛だと確信した。
I'm telling you, it's not Giorno Giovanna. It's Bruno Brabana. All right, this is Bobo. Bobo. He's the fucking main character, man. He assembles the team. He sees the good people. He has a great, like, righteous, like, goal. He's the JoJo, man. I'm sorry, Giorno. I mean, I like you, but, like, this is the guy. Wait, he's the most like regular dressed person here. I didn't realize he came into this. He's like, I'm just wearing my shirt. I got my little beanie. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys wearing? You're wearing like a crop top dress shirt with a tie that goes underneath it. The tie is just connected to your neck. It doesn't really fucking do anything. You have a heart on your chest. This dude's just wearing a fucking BDSM crop top. The other dude's kind of wearing a suit, but he's got a star hat. You know, he's like, do I have to wear something weird too? Did you just hit all shots in the fucking neck? I mean, he did say it would ricochet around, but I guess the blood would make it so you can see where the actual, like, force field is. I'm assuming he had a little bit more control over it, but maybe he doesn't. Well, That's what, dude. I'm on your side with this. All right, they do not just get it. All right, you're a god. You're the Ice King. I've seen this before. Oh my god, we're getting fucking wrecked, man. I guess it didn't make a difference if I'm like, hey, we should be teaming up a little bit more. Doesn't fucking matter. We just get wrecked together now. But at least there's some form of like teamwork in it, you know? At least we get to bond a little bit while we're getting our ass kicked. You know what I would love to do? I guess again I would have to wait until we're done with the show. I guess we have a bunch of cute little JoJo styled videos for when we wrap this up. I would love to pin the villains of each part together. Not like the main villain. I guess we could do the main villains as well. But like, even like Catboy versus like Gambler or like the Puppet Dude or some shit like that. And I wonder like who has the strongest stance. And I feel like the further we get in, the stronger they get or the more creative they get. But like, you know, I think it would still be a little fun thing to do. And to kind of reminisce on the old villains and fights that we used to do. Oh? You better drop kick this fucking dude in the chest now. In the head too, but like the chest is just easier to hit. Please, for the love of God, don't just like bink. I want a full ass drop kick. It would be so fucking satisfying to just. Woo. Then ricochet it back. Make it a little wall. That's your guys' your main thing. I understand you're all fantastic in different ways. But right now, you need your main thing that you do is kick this bullet. You kick this bullet straight back. That's it. Send this bitch. Please. Thank you. This is just drop kick him, please. This is overly complicated for no reason. You don't need to keep doing bullet for bullet. Just walk up to him. Even just push him. Your hands will freeze, but then he'll die, and then they'll be unfrozen. Drop kick this motherfucker into the spike. Por favor. Come on. Arrivederci. Sick position. All right, I love the shot. Highly unnecessary. You can even use their little guys to push them on there. Just come on, please. If you survive, is this the 4th fucking headshot you've received, Mista? You are a very, very lucky individual. Very. 4 headshots? Because I'm sure on the train he got shot in the head 3 times. Get that! Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, and we get the remix. I get it. No comment. I just want to pause so we can leave this in. You already know. You already know. Thank you. Holy shit. It's not quite a drop kick, but I will definitely take a bicycle-esque kick to the fucking... Thank you. Oh, Jono Jobana, thank you so much. I didn't think I was actually going to get this. I didn't think I was actually going to get what I wanted. This is the best Mother's Day ever. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so... I can't believe it happened. I can't believe it. I thought I could have fucking sworn that when I was talking about dropkick, I'm like, there's no way we're getting a dropkick. But we got something close, and that was still a pretty good, like, guess. I mean, it wasn't a guess. It was just a wish. But I got it. Oh, it feels good. Thank you so much.
気づいてきたが、このジョルのジョバーナ
He's
は
very good.
新入りのくせにいつの間にかこいつの言っているようにその通りにことが動く。
If he could just take some pebbles and fix you up real quick, and then we could talk about Giorno Giovanna, I would appreciate that.
今の覚悟はジョルノの覚悟でもあった。
Disgusting.
それが知らず知らずのうちに俺の心に伝わった。まるでブチャラティ以上に俺の幹部であるかのように。
I would not do that. He almost feels like more of my capo than Budrati. I don't like that. I like Bruno where he is. I don't know if Bruno wants to be the capo, but like, oh my god. I hope this doesn't cause a conflict in the team at all. I hope the only way this makes sense is like if we actually lose Bruno somewhat during this run, and then be like, Jonah, you're next up, kind of thing. But I don't want Bruno to die. Bruno's my guy. Right? Bruno's my guy.
さっさとやれよ。
Right?
直すんじゃないから痛みは当然残るんですからね。
Okay.
後で文句は垂れないでくださいよ。
Your injuries will remain, but you'll like, it'll just plug his arteries, but the pain will be there. Like, forever? Forever? Or just like until it heals? Because like, if it's forever, that fucking sucks. And that means you're gonna have that eye pain, you got throat pain, and you lost a bunch of other body parts. That's horrible. But if it's just like, you're gonna just have to sit through it for a few weeks because it's gonna fucking suck, then yeah, I mean, I would much rather that than death.
ジョルノ。いた。おいミスター。
My boy.
優しくして優しく。服を脱がせないで感じる。
I get it looks a little sus. Yeah, it looks kind of bad. Yeah.
どうだナランちゃんいたか二人は。
いいえ、あれ急に目にゴミが入った。見えないぞ。二人なのかよくわからないぞ。
What the actual fuck? What the actual fuck is this? At least it's the guys. At least it's the guys.